This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Corielli and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Pete and Sebastian Show. We are back up and running. Sebastian Maniscalco on the other end. So much to get into in this real world. What's up, bro? What is going on? Is that a beard coming in?
Yeah, I was going to shave before the cast, but I'm like, You know what I don't like about getting older? You start to really see your age in the beard. You know?
Yeah.
You go gray up top, what have you, but then you start getting a little growth on the face and you start seeing these patches of gray come in. You're like, hey.
Yeah. That's the thing, because sometimes you want to dye the hair. That's easy enough if you want to do it. But it don't matter because the beard comes in gray, and when you start, anyone who dyes their beard, that's like you gotta let it go, guy. You gotta let it go and accept your age. Fucking, can you imagine doing a fucking comb through? I don't know. So yeah, but on the flip side, it is. Don't you feel with a gray beard? Like if someone's telling me something at a deli, I get into it, and the guy's got a beard that's not no gray to it. I'm like, what the fuck do you know, Bambi? Beat it. But when there's a little gray in the beard, I know I'm talking to a man who's seen and done things, bro.
You know what? You make a good point. It's like rings on a tree, right?
Yeah, man. Well put.
But it kind of, and I wasn't going to get into this until later, but I got a product endorsement, and it has nothing to do with the show. We're not paid for this or what have you, and I know you're not into cologne. Right? Yeah. I know you're not a big cologne guy, but I'm always looking for a new scent.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you could see this. I'll put it up to the camera.
It's got a little too much light on it. It's a beautiful bottle. It looks almost like a perfume bottle. What do we got? What is it?
It's called Viking. All right?
I like the name.
It's made by Creed. Creed is one of my favorite colognes, and they came out with this scent. I don't know. The more and more I'm into cologne, the more and more it sounds like wine. They come out like a vintage. This thing came out in 2018, right?
That Viking came out in 2018?
Yeah.
But you're finding it now? Is that what you're saying? Nice.
I'm finding it now. So Lana went in, because Lana's like, the cologne you got, I don't know. Here's a question, and I haven't looked this up on Google yet. Do you think cologne goes bad after a while?
That's a good question, man. I don't know. I mean, I know, like, you ever smell an old elderly woman's perfume? There's no way that shit smelled like that when she bought it. So
maybe it
well,
you think all bad perfumes went bad?
Old ladies always have the nastiest perfume, so I just figured they're still slapping on what they had laying around from the Avon lady in 1975. You know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah, that's a good point. But
all right,
It's like I think your cologne went bad. And I said, "What is it? Milk? Yeah, it's cologne."
Right. Wow, what a nose! And you call your nose the nose of a bloodhound, and what a thing to be called out on, right? That must have been. How do you react to that? With fucking expired cologne? Pardon me.
How do I react?
Yeah.
New cologne.
So you don't even do a sniff test to decide for yourself. You automatically toss it, right? Like if your wife says it's stale, done.
I like it. I don't think it's turned bad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use that cologne when I go on the road.
Right? Yeah, but you say that, but the minute you go to slap it on in your head, you're going to be like, I'm putting on cologne that my wife said is expired. Why would you do that? Just get more Viking.
I don't think it expired. And I'm the type of guy, if I buy something and let's say I don't like it or whatnot, I still got to finish the bottle.
Yeah. Old school. I respect that.
I can't throw nothing out. Right? Like a lot of them will throw the tough stuff. I go, wait, I'll just wear it to cut the grass. I'll put it on
Dude, this would be a perfect time to be a surfer, you know, because then you could just put in your glove box, you get back out after you're on your board, just slap a little on. But like, you know, you're the kind of guy. Once it's on, right? You're not. Are you jumping in and out of the pool? Maybe put it on every time you get out of the pool. I mean,
I gotta tell you, I've had this cologne on in the pool, and it don't come off.
Wow,
It's
the Viking.
It's like. No, the Creed brand itself. I've been in the pool. I've been underwater, and I'm like, is that me that smells that fantastic? I mean,
so you're telling me if I'm at a hotel pool and you're in there and I'm in there, if I do a underwater swim by you, there's a good chance I'm going to smell some Creed Viking or whatever you're wearing at the time?
You might be swimming, and I swim past you. You might look and go, did that guy say? So I send Lana into the store. I said, listen, go into Creed. This light thing is killing me, man. It's killing me. It's like I can't get away from it.
I know. Yeah.
So I said, go in, test out the cologne.
Yeah.
So she goes in. I said, test out Viking. She comes in. She's like, I love it. I said, did you get it? And she goes, no, I just wanted to come out and let you know that I like it. I said, okay, let me go get it. So I go in and get it. I don't know if you've ever been into a place where the guy is so damn knowledgeable about the product, you feel like poaching him out of the store to work for you. Right? Like,
yeah.
Like this guy was so passionate about the scents, and he's like, it's got notes of cinnamon. And it's like, oh, this guy's using verbiage I really love. Even if I didn't like the cologne the way it smelled, the way he described it, I'm in.
Yeah. I hear you, man. He gets you hopped up about it. Now, I'm really fascinated before you go any further because keep this guy on your radar because everybody does wine, but I think as you move forward and the star grows even more, I'm really thinking your own scent is what you got to go for. Forget the tequila brand and the energy drink. I'm telling you, who's got a scent? Who's got one? Do you know how many celebrities got their own scent?
I think scent is something that you see a lot with famous people, celebrities, notable people, whatever. Yeah, I mean, like Michael Jordan had a fucking cologne. Come on.
Oh, all right. You know, I know they promote cologne, but like I'm talking about you getting your own nose guy and going to the traveling around to find the right scents and the whole commercial's a doc about you finding traveling the world to find the fucking scent, you know?
This is what I would do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a scent that's called Sebastian or Maniscalco or anything like that. What I would do is probably pair up with someone like Creed, develop a scent, and have it out there. It's called like, let's say it's called Class.
Yeah. Right.
And you don't know it's mine.
Yeah.
Because I don't like celebrities that put their name on something because then I'm like, You know, it's almost like it's cheap to me.
I want to do it the other way, where you do everything you just said. You come out with class, bro. I'm talking. We do a doc. We travel the world. Like who knows? Like maybe the burp of a baby tiger. We take a little of that. Like who knows what the fuck we're finding, right? You know, mixing up these magical scents that you got to go to Maine and just get a whiff of the lobster boats coming in. Just right. You come out with class. Fucking minds are blown, and then you go. By the way, it's me. Sebastian, right? So they don't even. They're like that's like the after fact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like Randy Gerb is kicking himself. He's like, I didn't even need Clooney. Fuck, this shit's delicious. You know?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That vodka that tequila. There's nothing on the bottle that indicates it's anybody famous.
Other than the fact that Clooney whored himself all over the country promoting it when it first came out. I mean, as he should. I don't mean to say like that, George. That's the job.
Yeah, but it's not Clooney tequila. I like that they pick a name that doesn't associate them with the brand. Anyway, this Creed, this Viking, right?
Yeah.
It's a type of cologne that I think 2 sprays. That's all you need. You know, nothing too much. It's strong enough for 2 sprays. Does the job. It's a type of cologne where you walk into a room and then you walk out, and then let's say somebody walks into that room 10 minutes later, they just know someone's been in there. You know, that it's like
somebody of a level of class too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like somebody,
it's like
somebody with class was in here, right?
Yeah, you almost got to go find the person just to match the scent.
Yeah. And by the scent, you already know. If you know the people in the office, you already know. Like you can already go, well, it's not that guy. I know that. Right? You know, like, you start fucking narrowing it down. Yeah, it's leaving a scent behind, but also leaving the kind of scent. It's like a calling card, man. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah, no, it is a calling card. And this is what I did. I want to ask you if you do this with anything. He goes, he tries to do an upsell on me on another cologne, right? I'm getting the Viking already. He's got me hooked. Mm-hmm. So he's ringing it up. He goes, have you tried I think it's called Aventus. I said, no, is there a new one? He goes, yeah, there's a new one. I pulled this one. Could you put a couple samples in the bag?
Right.
Do you ever kill a sale by asking for samples?
I thought samples are understood. What do you mean? Like, of course he's got to put them in there. What do you mean kill a sale?
Well, I think he was trying to get me to get another bottle of something else.
Right.
But I stopped that whole thing by going, give me a couple samples. Let me wear it around.
I
think it's a nice way to get out of an upsell. It puts a halt to the sale pitch.
Yes, but listen. I'm fascinated, and I think some of the other listeners and viewers here are too on a couple of things because I don't shop for cologne on this level. So 2 things. The first question I wanted to ask was when you said 2 sprays, where would we put those sprays, and how far away from our body would we, like, what's etiquette? You know what I mean? Like,
if I'm doing a 2 spray, I do one directly right here. I just take the bottle and spray, and I just get a nice coverage from the neck. This is shirtless, by the way. Okay. From the neck right into the chest plate.
Oh, all right. See, right? Shirtless. I didn't even know that. So you're doing this shirtless. You're getting the whole below the neck chest plate. All right.
Yeah, because you don't want to put it on the clothing because I feel on the clothing it's too much. If it's hidden behind the drape, right? It's almost like the character's getting ready for a play, right? You know they're behind there.
I like it. Yeah. It, right? Yeah, the only thing that smells better than a clean blanket is cleaner sheets popping up through the blanket, right? I am with you, bro. See, we don't know this shit. Where does the second spray go is the big question.
I do a spray on the wrist and then a rub, just a light rub.
All right.
And again, you're wearing a long sleeve shirt or a suit. It's coming, you go in for, a handshake. It's there, but it's not there. You know what I'm saying? It's concealed.
Yeah. Wow. Fast.
I wear my cologne. I wear my cologne like a gun. It's concealed.
Concealed. I dig it.
Concealed carry.
But anybody who knows you knows it's there. Yeah. Now the second question is, again, I always thought a sample was like to give to somebody that isn't at the store to try it. But you're saying, which is fascinating to me, is because I always thought, you sniff it and you decide to like it or not. But you need to take your cologne for a ride, like a drive. See how that's beautiful, right? I don't know. I mean, I like a cologne sitting on your showroom floor. If I'm in like a deli, is it like, oh, this isn't a deli cologne. I can't be bopping it. This is only wedding cologne, right? Like upscale places. Yeah. I'm digging this vibe. Is that what you do? Because do you ever find maybe you're getting sick of it halfway through the day or something?
Well, actually, the cologne reacts differently with your skin through time. So what
a show. What a show. This is shit. It's like fucking men's health segment right here. Unbelievable.
It might smell a little different 4 or 5 hours in than it does initially. So that's why you kind of want to wear it around. This cologne, I put it on, and I figured to myself, even if it has a variation of smell 4 or 5 hours later, it's so good going on. It's like you open a bottle of wine and you taste the wine. It tastes fantastic, but the waiter's like, let it sit for a while, let it breathe. It's going to open up. It's going to taste even better.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about this cologne.
Oh, man. So even though you smell good, it doesn't even start really popping until like 2 hours later.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like if it's the wedding at 6, you put the cologne on at 4, so it starts opening up around 7:30, 8 o'clock during dinner, right? Like, oh man,
oh shit! Oh, a slow build-up, man. So this is, I mean, you're selling, I bet the perfume guy wasn't even talking this level. This is unbelievable, the level we're talking now.
No, I tell you what, if I wasn't doing comedy, I'd be working in the perfume shop.
Oh, bro, I would buy off you. I don't even want the shit, but I buy. Now, my other question, too, is like, I bet a lot goes into the name that they choose. So the name like Viking, do you feel like it fits? Because I would feel that's a little more for an outdoorsy man. Maybe, someone's going to be fighting the weather.
It does have some of these colognes that are a little bit more maybe unisex might have like more of a citrus to it, more of a floral component.
All right.
The Viking, I got to tell you, man, as soon as I put it on, I wanted to build a shed.
It's got no hint of the floral bullshit, right? It's letting you know this is for men. It probably builds up your testosterone every spray.
Actually, I think there's some in here.
Oh shit!
Oh god!
God!
So here's the second prong on this.
Oh shit!
Due to COVID, you could only have like 4 people in the small store.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So small. So I'm outside, and there's 4 people inside. So I'm waiting. Now, buying cologne and being in a pandemic are 2 things that really don't go hand in hand, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
4 people come in masks, right? So now, every time they smell the cologne, because they're trying colognes, every time they smell the cologne, they got to pull the mask, smell the cologne, put the mask. One guy had to come outside every time he tried a cologne because there's too much cologne inside. He wanted to come outside to get that specific, because they put it on the paper.
Right.
So he's outside like this, right? And so I'm out there 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, how long is this? I know what I want. So you ever in line at anything? It could be for a bagel, it could be for, a book at the bookstore, whatever. And there seems to be a holdup. You ever try to make eye contact with the cashier, the salesperson, to go, like just to like, I'm here.
I'm quick. I'm ready. I'm quick. I know what So exactly. Yeah, I've done that for sure.
So I do one of these like moves with my head, kind of. What I'm hoping he sees is like a quick movement with the head outside, so he could see me. And he popped his head up, and I go, and he goes, "Can I help you?" I come in, Viking. He goes, "Excuse me, Viking." Put it in a bag. He couldn't have been happier because he's been dealing with this group, 17 different colognes, And one guy comes in and goes, Viking.
Beautiful, man.
Could be
Put it in the
happier.
bag.
Put it in the bag. And I walked out, and I got to tell you, man, this is something that I mean, I might send it to you just so you could test it out. I mean, again, I know you're not a big cologne guy, but this if you were to wear a cologne, I think Viking would be it.
Well, I gotta, maybe if I ever get back into a store again in a lifetime, I'll go give it a sample.
Now, you go out with a couple, like for example, let's say me, you, your wife, my wife, we went out for dinner. The relationship starts with you and me, and the wives kind of come in on that, right? So we got no problems with each other.
Right.
So the wife might go, I don't like Pete. Or your wife might go, I don't like Sebastian, right? But let's say you go out with a couple, or the couple that you're going out with is not attached to either of you directly. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let's say it's a teacher at school.
All right. Yeah. Someone that
And
neither
her
of you
husband.
know.
Yeah. Do you think in these scenarios, when you go out with couples, and this is just a blanket statement, that in the relation with the man and the woman, this is a man and woman relationship. We're not talking any other relationship. We're not talking woman or man.
All right.
Man and woman relationship. If you had 100 couples that you went out with that you weren't attached to, do you think the wife or the husband or the boyfriend or the girlfriend that you have gone out with, you would have a problem more with the male or the female, or it doesn't matter?
Oh, female. Fucking jeez. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? They pull the strings. Right? Come on.
You think if you and Jackie went out with another couple that was not attached to you directly in either way, they would have more of a problem with Jackie?
Well, they wouldn't have a problem with us the same way they wouldn't have a problem with you, because our lives are fucking flawless. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, in theory, you would expect to. Yeah, I mean, I can't even tell you how many times just in the past year I kind of run a plan by a friend, a male, and then they're down with it, and you're like, oh, that sounds great, sort of a thing. And then next thing you know, it's like kiboshed, and you're like, you know, that Geppetto pulled the strings, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody. Yeah, I mean, we all do that though. We always blame the other one. Like I bet women, when they have a problem, they blame the husband too. The husband, yeah. I feel I was going through this Rolodex in my head, and I was thinking the couples that are not directly attached to us, I often have a problem with the female in the relationship, and I actually feel sorry sometimes for the guy that he's got to go home with the woman. Right. No, I hear you, but but then you got to wonder, are they thinking that about you, right? Or about
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know if they walk away going, man, that Lana is really something else, huh?
To put up with him, right? Or something like I mean, bro, I told you this. I was out with a couple once and I dropped the F-bomb and they rolled their eyes. I'm like, yo, are you out of your fucking mind, beat it? The fuck? Yeah, I mean, it's like that's just, I don't know. I mean, you are though less sociable though, so you are the one that's got to,
I don't know, man. Like, here's an example. By the way, Watson, Hawaii. I don't know if you saw that.
Well, I mean, yeah, he takes photos. He takes photos of like trees and shit. His food.
I saw that, but you know what we have to talk about.
What?
And maybe I would be doing this too. But I want to get your take on this. He's posting like bathing suit shots of him coming out of the water.
No, I saw that.
Now, if you had a body like that, would you go, babe? Just get me coming out of the water with the sun and thing glowing. I mean,
I would be on vacation. You know what I'm saying? I don't do swimsuit photo shoots when I'm on vacation. I just, all I do when I'm on vacation, I go around the bend behind the pool. I do a couple one hits. I come back. I hang out with my wife. Oh man, you pulling me into this shit, Eddie.
Gotta talk about this. Because,
Well, you got to admit, all I'm saying is I did catch some of the photos of Watt on his well-deserved vacation. However, if we're serious about the whole presidential thing, it's not a good look to be taking photos of you know.
I disagree, bro. We were loving Putin on the fucking barebacking the horse. I'm just saying, if you got a president who's coming out of the water looking like a freight train, that's something that's it's a statement. I just want to pick your brain on this.
It's interesting.
Because listen, at this point, the way my body looks. All right, and I'm a good 12 pounds over what I should be, right?
Right.
I'm holding a lot of weight around my gut, and I got to tell you, if Lana took a photo of me coming out of the water, it's like one of those photos you see in People magazine where you see like a guy you thought was in shape, and he's coming out of the water. You're like, holy Christ, what the hell happened to him? That's gonna be my photo. I don't want that anywhere near social media. That's just for my family to see. Right?
Yeah, so your photo's going to be the kind where we look at it and we go, oh, he's been having a good time. Right? Right?
No, on the photo you see going, does he have a drinking problem?
No, he's been eating and drinking and enjoying life, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, man. By the way, I cut my drinking down. I'm on a dry January.
Yeah.
So we're 11 days in. I only drank once. It was like Friday night. Cracked open a little wine. By the way.
Yeah.
I want to get your take on this too. I popped on the fireplace outside, right? Mm-hmm. Now, no, we haven't used the fireplace that often. I'd say maybe this is 5 or 6 different times we've used it. Mm-hmm. I light this puppy up, and I start to see smoke coming out of the fireplace. Are you familiar with fireplaces?
Yeah, man, of course.
Like real wood or gas?
Well, I got a gas one here, so I'm familiar with both of them. There shouldn't be smoke. It's pure gas.
Well, this is not gas. This is pure wood, right?
Oh, you got a wood fireplace going.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the smoke's, what's going on with the smoke then?
So I'm seeing a little smoke come out the front of the fireplace.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so what is? Do you know anything about what the hell that means?
You got your flute closed, the chimney flute?
It's open because I'm looking at night and I could see the smoke coming out of the chimney. So I go up on the roof because this is how sick I get.
Yeah.
It's a windy night, right? And we all know I live in a fire zone. So I go up on the roof to look at the chimney, and every once in a while I see a little ember come out of the chimney, but then just peters off, right?
Yeah.
It has really no time.
You watch them though, right? You're like, ooh, that one lasted a little longer. You're on your fucking roof watching these things float out of your chimney right now? Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
I'm on the roof. Lana's like, I didn't even tell Lana. You ever do something in the house where you don't even tell your wife where you're at? And the last place she would think, like, God forbid if I had a heart attack, right? No one would find me for about 4 days.
Right. On the roof, not the last place they would expect you to be.
Yeah. We found him on the roof. I don't know. Oh, I mean, and the reason, I mean, like, why was he up there? I heard he was looking at embers falling out of his chimney. I got so paranoid because I started to think, God, what if one of these embers hits the roof, starts the house on fire, or what if one of these embers floats into the valley somewhere, lands on some dry wood, and the whole thing is on fire? And the news is like, from what we understand, there was a guy who started a fire in his fireplace and was using old wood. The fucking wood is like 3.5 years. I don't even know how old the wood is. It was here when it is.
There's no such thing as old wood, man. Of course it's old wood. It's fine. What do you think?
No, listen. Yeah. Here's another thing. Does wood have an expiration date on it as far as burning is concerned?
No, man. Real wood? No.
Okay. Chopped wood, right? You chop the wood.
Yeah. I
got to look into this because...
Oh, my God.
This wood was here when we moved in.
No problem.
I don't think they were using a lot of wood. So I'm guessing this wood is probably at least 3-4 years old. And it's dry.
That's great.
And it's been through a lot of weather. Because it's stored outside, uncovered.
Right.
So it's been rained on and what have you. I'm thinking maybe the wood is old. It's got an expert. It's like milk. You got to throw it out. You know what I mean?
It gets rotted out and stuff, but as long as it's dried out when you're putting it in, it gets wet, dries out, and, it's good to go, I think. But I hear what you're saying. Right. I mean, especially the look, right? They're like, guy went into town, bought himself some Viking Cologne, came home, lit up a fire, burned down the whole fucking neighborhood. What a day, man. What a day. I can't believe it, though, that you can go get Cologne. Meanwhile, all these other things are closed. It's like, it makes no sense, right? I mean, it's like Newsom literally sit there going, Cologne shop? Yeah, no, we'll do that because that's open. I need my Viking.
So here's how sick I got.
Yeah.
I go downstairs and I got to put this out. Do you know how to extinguish a wood fire in your fireplace without using water?
Well, you could use sand, a little sand or dirt.
Okay.
What'd you do?
Baking soda.
Oh, wow.
Baking soda puts out a fire. I Googled that, right?
Right.
Now, fire's out. We go upstairs, we watch a movie, go to bed. Now, before I go to bed, I look at the fire. Now, if you have a fireplace and you're burning real wood, do you clean up the ash and all that before you go to bed, or you just leave it in the fireplace?
It depends. I mean, if you have like a glass pane that covers it or something, then I'll go to bed. Or if I have a wood potbelly stove, as long as it's not a flame and it's just the red kernels, I'll go to bed. But even a campfire, I'll go to bed. No, I don't wait till it's all out.
Okay.
My fucking Smokey the Bear.
Well, there's a couple red. So that's all right. That's all right. I got like a mesh thing that covers the fireplace, so I go to bed. Right?
Perfect.
I wake up about 1:30 in the morning, sweating. I'm like, I gotta go check this out. Now, you know how hard it is to get out of your bed when you're nice and comfortable and whatnot, and then you gotta go outside.
Oh, I know. It's insane. It's insane, man. Right? I mean, I heard a noise in my bed the other day. I literally thought I heard a pan. And I just did like a deer. I just lifted up and gave it like 30 seconds. And for all I know, the bad guy's doing the same thing down below, waiting for me to go back to bed. But it was just the thought of getting up. My whole family's life was on the line, but I was exhausted, let alone outside.
Well, if that happened to me where there was a noise and then I went back to bed, I always have this voice in the back of my head going, go check it out. Because my fear is I go back to bed, I wake up, and the whole house is gone. Right? Like,
right.
And then I go, I should have checked that. There was something that told me to go check.
If that happened, would you tell the fireman, I was laying in bed about 1:30 and I really said I should go check. And I wish I'm kicking myself now, obviously, sir. Or would you be like, I'm keeping that shit to myself? So you go down and it's what?
I go down, I go look to see. Everything's out. It's all out. Go back to bed, get up at 4. Again, I go, oh, I wonder. I just, it's like when you're sleeping and you got like, because it was windy, it was blowing, maybe a gust of wind would come in there and take some of the ash and start the fire back up again. Like
that's crazy, man. That's like stone talk. Yeah. And you can't you close like a flute anyway so it can't blow up and out?
Could close. I didn't close it though because I felt if it was going to muster up again, it would need some place to go.
Yeah.
Couldn't sleep the whole night. I mean, I was up and down just because I started a fire outside.
That's crazy. I mean, is it?
It's no way to live.
It's no way to live. Is it burn that quickly out there? I mean, is it that insane right now, or is it? You get any rain?
I mean, it's not fire season, and it's moist. But my luck, it drops on some dry branches, and and the whole city goes on. Just like they had that fire over the summer. People did a reveal party in California. They did a gender reveal party,
right? And
they blew up the thing, and then 8,000 acres is on fire because they had to figure out if it was a boy or a girl. So, I felt like I might have been that couple.
I don't know. Just a little burning fire is no problem, man.
I don't know, man. Just checking to see if this.
I got to bring something up real quick that you brought up on the phone the other day. I want to thank you. Sebastian sent me pizzas. Sebastian and Lana sent us pizzas for condolences. Chicago deep dish, which were really great. And as
Did you have one yet?
Oh yeah, man. We already had the pepperoni and the cheese yesterday. It's fantastic. Jackie wanted me to ask you, which is a good point. Growing up outside of Chicago, when you were growing up, if you said, "Hey, let's get pizza tonight," is getting pizza in and out around Chicago, does that automatically mean deep dish, or no? You mean you'd get regular pizza and deep dish is a specific thing you'd say?
Yeah, we generally didn't have deep dish growing up. It was every once in a while we get the deep dish, but deep dish is kind of synonymous with Chicago. So now I go back, I have deep dish more often than I used to when I lived there. But generally speaking, I like a Neapolitan pizza.
Yeah, I figured. Growing up Italian, we figured. Now, and then you said, which was nice, you go, hey, I just figure the pizza, have some delicious instead of, what do we do with flowers, And it's true. Everybody, by the way, I was going to bring this up later, but I read every single condolence and message from every single listener to the show, and I can't thank you guys enough, man. From the bottom of my heart, they all really made me feel great. I thought they'd upset me, but they actually made me feel a lot better. And every one of them I read, and they were all real special, man. So thank you. And then family and stuff, sent some flowers. And I gotta say, bro, I'm right there with you because me and Jackie were eating the other day, and there's a specific flower. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but I'll say, you ever have a lily? A lily smells like piss. It smells like urine. A lily flower. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just thinking, when I'm opening up some of these condolences cards that come with flowers and stuff, there was a part of me hoping, in a weird way, that like a 50 might fall out of the card. I gotta be honest. With a little note, next couple drinks are on me. So I am thinking, why can't we, moving forward, when somebody passes, forget the flowers, throw a little cash in the card. It's not tacky. It's not tacky. Who started the flower? The flower business started that shit. They can't even believe they're getting away with it. They were sending fuck the flowers. Here's what you do. Go to send flowers, pretend you're going to send them, and when you see what the flowers you're going to send would cost, just put that much cash in an envelope.
you bring up a great point, and I gotta tell you this, and I don't know if you've ever been through this, but you ever open up a card, and let's say the person's in front of you, they gave you the card, it's a happy birthday card, a Merry Christmas card, and open a card, and you anticipate in your head that something's going to be in the card. Gift certificate, cash, what have you.
Sure.
I always open the card so nothing like falls out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't open up a card and hundreds on the ground, right?
Right.
I always open up the card with the possibility of something falling out. So I always like... Especially if I'm getting a card and there's other people around, I don't want to let everybody in the room know how much this person gave me. Right? I think that's the way to go on this. I'm sorry. You don't take out, look at what grandma,
no.
Grandma gave me. Well, I mean, kids are different, but I'm talking like adults. Right?
I'm right with you. Yeah, I almost do it like a poker. I do it with my mother-in-law. I look at it, I close it, people over, I go, Ma. Thanks. Thank you very much. You know,
and people are like, ooh, what was in there? You know, like the audience is now intrigued of what you got, how much you got, or what kind of gift card, or maybe it was sentimental, whatever it was. Right. The flip side of this is I've done this and I go, something's going to fall out. And you ever open it up and all you get is words?
More often than not, man. And then sometimes they underline certain words. Don't if you're not gonna put anything in there, then I don't need to open the shit in front of you. I'll open it later. Right?
Listen. I'm all up for sympathy cards.
Oh yeah, we're not talking about those. We're talking
Merry Christmas card, whatever. You know, put something nice in. I'm saying, if I expect that I'm going to get, like, I don't expect anything, but I do sometimes. You know
right. I can't, in my whole life, I can't open up a card and a part of me not hope there's a little green in there or a gift card or something, a lottery ticket, something. Right.
Something's got to be in the card.
I'm with you. Just fucking, just read it? I'm just going to read this shit? All right.
Or the words got to tell me something. Like, listen, and again, this is in lieu of like Merry Christmas, and like if it's your wife and she's writing you a beautiful, or your mother, right? Yeah. But there's other times where, you know, I've opened up the card, and in the card it says, and the next time you go to Milos, it's on me, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Just a card for a card with the underlining Merry Christmas, and you could keep it. No,
listen, I'm kind of there with you, man.
It's so bad. It's so bad. It sounds terrible, but I'm telling you, people think this.
They do.
People think when they open up a card, something's going to fall out.
Listen, I've gotten cards. You ever done this? It's a nice, well-written card. I turn it over, I look on the back. $6.95, $8.95 just for the card. You could have put this in a 50-cent envelope with $7 in it, and it would have meant more to me than this fucking card. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm not. It's a cup of coffee. That's a. If you're a Frappuccino guy, that's a large Frappuccino at a Starbucks. Then you go with the $7, you get it, and you remember Kathy. Oh, she bought me this, right?
That's what I feel. I feel like the stuff has more meaning. And I'll give you an example. I'm not saying this just because I did it. But when you ate the 2 pizzas,
right?
This might have happened, might have not, but I would think more of a chance it did, that in some way, shape, or form, you either refer to the Maniscalcos, Chicago, I wonder if
I just told you we had a whole conversation about the Maniscalcos grow up, get deep. Yeah.
You don't do that with flowers. You don't look at the flower again going, the only time you look at the lily and go, this motherfucker sent me piss.
No, I don't even know. And listen, every single flower is, I'm so grateful.
No.
And I know you know that. I know you know that. But I know what you're saying. Like some other friends sent us cookies, one friend donuts, and you're like, this time I bite into the donut. I remember them. It's I don't sniff the bouquet and go, oh yeah, that's the dotted eyes. Although I got a couple of really gorgeous bouquets, so I shouldn't say that, man. Some people, but again, we're just joking around.
Yeah,
we're joking around. It's all. I'm grateful
all
for all. Love the pizzas, bro. I love the crust on those.
Well,
Chicago
pizzas. There is a second thing coming, and this has nothing to do with sympathy. This is Christmas. But this thing took too long to put together. So that's why you're going to get it in about a week.
All right.
Now, this is so specific to the cast, just like yours was. But we're just going to have to wait till you get it in order to discuss.
All right.
What's coming your way.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I got asked with the binoculars, the ones to see at night. I got you. I wanted to ask: is there any more talk of the nest being constructed at some point?
Right now, we're talking about moving. All right, now, which brings me to the next point. I need your take on this. This vaccine. By the way, I got to tell you this.
Yeah.
I text my father-in-law out in Florida. I said, "You got a line on this vaccine yet?" He goes, "Yeah, I got it last week," and his wife, Lana's mother, got it yesterday. I said, "Oh, okay." So I go to Lana. I go, your mother and your stepfather got the vaccine?" She goes, "No." She goes, "I just talked to my mom last night." I go, "This is the difference in the families. Someone in my family gets the vaccine. We're on a phone call on the way to get the vaccine."
Oh, yeah. Huh? Probably on the phone while they're putting the needle in your arm.
Then we're doing FaceTime as we're getting it, right? And then in the car, we're doing another call about side effects.
It didn't even come up when she was on the phone with her mom. It didn't even come up.
Didn't even come up. They act like they got a bowl of popcorn at the movie, and that was it. They got a vaccine that the whole world's been waiting for. Not one mention of it on the phone. So
maybe they didn't want to be like, maybe they didn't want to gloat, Maybe they got off and they were like, "Did you tell her?" I just didn't have the heart to tell her. Because I mean,
feel like
what's going on over here is I think in New York, Cuomo's just sitting on a giant cooler with a fucking lock. And they won't let anyone near it. I don't even know. I haven't even heard of anyone who heard of anyone except your mother-in-law who's got this thing.
Well, my pediatrician, Frontline, right? He got his. He's got a second shot on Saturday, right? So he's after whatever, I think it's 9 or 10 days, he's gonna be 95% protected. Now, I'm hearing it's so poorly run that they're throwing out the vaccine because once you open up the damn thing, it's got an expiration date. You got to give it out or you got to throw it out.
Right. It's crazy. Even I don't open up extra beers. If there's 5 people drinking beer in my house, I open up 5 fucking beers. Yeah. Who's not showing up for their vaccine, bro?
Well, I think like a pharmacy gets it, right?
Right.
And they're like, it's like a business who's just like, okay, we're opening up the doors, and they buy a lot of food, and nobody comes to the restaurant, right? It's like,
oh God, all this fish is gonna go bad, Jerry.
what you would think, with the vaccine and people being indoors for a year now,
I know.
you think people would be going, where do I get this? That's what I'm saying. Where do I get it?
I heard a story about two kids, college kids, that were walking around by a mall, and there was a CVS connected. I was in the car listening to this on the radio. And the technician at the thing came out and said, "You guys want the vaccine?" And they're like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "We have 2 left over. Everyone who came in for appointments, it's the end of the day, and it's going to go bad if we don't give it." And they took it. They just happened to be walking by a fucking CVS at the right time. So I'm thinking, find a Rite Aid, go to the dumpster out back around 5:30, and tighten yourself up.
Be like a homeless guy looking for scraps.
Yeah,
you're gonna throw that. You're gonna throw that out.
No shit, man. And they're all vaccinated. All the homeless people, all the dumpster divers, as they're called, right? Holy shit!
Oh my God! So
yeah.
if offered, would you get it?
I'd rather get tested first to see if I had it and didn't know. Because if they're like, you had it like 3 times and you fucking didn't even know, I'd be like, you know what? Then save the vaccine for another fella. You know what I mean? Because now I'm getting freaked out. I got a buddy who texts me saying it fucks with your DNA. And then Jackie says, well, we're not having kids anymore, so it doesn't matter. I'm like, all right. So, yeah, if someone has it, I'm taking it. I think I'm taking it, yeah. But I need 2. I don't want the half fucking thing. I need backup. And, how soon can you take the second one, by the way? You can't obviously take them at the same time?
I think it's 14 days. You get the first one, and then 14 days after you get the second one. And then after that, it takes 8 or 9 days for that. It's not like you get vaccinated all of a sudden. It takes about 5 to 6 days for the 50% to kick in, another 7 days for the extra 45% to kick in, or whatever it is. But yeah, I mean, at this point, man, I was telling Lon, I go, I don't want to take shots away from anybody, old people or front line or what have you. But if you're throwing it out, man, come on.
Oh, yeah. No,
give me the thing.
I don't. I'm just think of it in terms of like, remember when we were kids and Atari came out, the video game.
Yeah.
Remember how pretty quickly the video games got way better? Like, I just feel like if you hold off on this, I feel like within like 4 months they're gonna be like, oh, it's a pill now. It dissolves on your tongue. You can get it at CVS for $5.99. So that's what I'm saying. I told you this on the phone the other day. I got an ice cream factory around the corner from me. If I look through the window, shouldn't they be making the fucking vaccine? Shouldn't we be stopping all production of everything but the vaccine? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. This is America, and we don't even have this shit yet. I feel like I'm in Haiti. It should be everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. We got it, but for whatever the reason, it's not being. I'm looking at. I don't know why we didn't have a private company like Apple. They come out with an iPhone. They got fucking a line around the mall to get the iPhone. Yeah. Shouldn't that be the same with the vaccine? Saying, we got the vaccine. Here's where it's going to be today. Line up.
Line up. Yeah.
It's going to be a long line, but we'll get it.
So, I don't know, man. But anyway, you taking it when it comes your way? Like, yeah, you just said you're going to take it. But,
my veins are open. Just give me the damn thing. I got to start living my life again, man.
And by the way,
I know people...
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, come on. It's just January 11th now, and it's just like, come on already. I mean, I'm tired of... I'm just tired. Pandemic fatigue, bro.
You see Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip, 94 and 99 years old. They got their shots. Yeah. They're all tightened up.
Where are they going?
I know. I mean, they don't need it. I mean, come
Do
on,
they
you
leave
guys-
the house?
You guys,
The palace?
Where are they going is right. I feel like they've been through
survived what?
smallpox. They can cover it all. They got it covered. But anyway, what was I going to say about it? There was one other thing I wanted to say. I can't remember. I don't know. It's coming around. Though. Eventually, it'll be there for everybody.
Oh, and I got my notes here.
What was I going to say? Bro, you hear that? By the way, you hear that new song? I can't get it out of my head. It's like, I know I'm not going to like it in a month, but right now it's so catchy. It's so cheesy. The guy who sings it, everything about it's cheesy, but it's that one. I know, you know, we know you weren't down with forever and it's fine. You ever hear it? The chorus is, if the world was ending, you'd come over, right? You'd come over and you'd stay the night. Would you love me for the hell of it? All our fears would be irrelevant. So cheesy. So cheesy, but I can't stop singing it.
How do you know lyrics? How do you pick them up so fast?
Because they hit me or they don't hit me, you know? Like this guy's talking about this woman and they're like, they're not going to last together. They haven't talked in a year and they're both cool with it. He's like, I get it. I'm fine with it. But there was an earthquake recently and it got me wondering if the world was ending, you'd come over, right? You know? So it was like, oh, I'm like, that's kind of catchy. You'd come over, right? And you'd stay there. Even like,
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, it's killing me that I don't know this song, and I don't know if the way you're singing it's throwing me off. But what's the name of it?
If the world was ending, and it's so popular, you just put that in, it's going to come right
If the
up.
world was ending.
So catchy. The video, if you're going to put that on, it starts out with
Yeah, here's the video.
Listen to the opening. It's like. That's just in the video. So you get it? The world is ending.
But if the world was ending, you'd come over, right? You'd come over and you'd stay the night. Would you love me for the hell of it? All our fears would be irrelevant. If the world was ending, you'd come over, right? The sky'd be falling and I'd hold you tight. And there wouldn't be a reason why we would even have to say goodbye. If the world was ending, you'd come over, right?
Yeah, I'm into it.
Right? Yeah. I don't even know if we could play any of this what you just did on the cast, but
Oh, yeah.
watch this part. Oh wait, no, she's gonna talk. Oh, but my favorite part is when he goes, "I know, you know, we know." It's really good, man.
Oh, yeah. No, I could get into that.
Yeah.
I just text my doctor to see if he's got this damn thing.
The vaccine?
Yeah.
What if he says yes? Then would you be like,
you could get any drug faster than a vaccine. I could get, if I wanted heroin, I could probably get it over here within half hour, right?
yeah, wow. Probably
You just call a
quicker,
couple
yeah.
people. You got it? Yeah, no, I'm giving you some. The vaccine? May.
Well, remember my boy Thad from England that got us on the billboard in New York City? When we had our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he texted me saying he might have a few connections out of New York, so if I wanted to get a rush on the vaccine, let him know. Now, I don't know
Wait a
if he
minute,
could come
wait a
through,
minute.
but sounds nice.
The guy from the UK
Yeah.
can get you the vaccine in New York.
In New York City, he's got some connections.
Well, here's another thing, right? Would you feel confident going into a CVS to get it? Or if this guy from the UK said, listen, Pete, go to this guy and go to his house and he'll give you the vaccine. Would you get the vaccine outside a medical facility or a pharmacist?
I'd have to say no, not yet, but talk to me in June. By June, Thad could call me and go, listen, we're mailing it in a dog doll. There's going to be a tube that inside the doll. You're going to suck the juice out of that thing. Trust us, it's the vaccine. Like, by then, probably. But right now, no, I'm waiting. I mean, I figure April, man. And then, I don't know, man. By then, who knows? Maybe enough people have had it that there's herd immunity or whatever that is.
I don't know. Listen. We'll circle back on that. But one last thing I wanted to talk to you about.
Yeah, what's up?
And it has something to do with what we were just talking about in regards to going to somebody's house. Now, a trend out here, and this is not happening in Fredonia, I guarantee it. A trend out here in Los Angeles has been people making food in their home and then selling it as if they were a restaurant, like online, right?
I've seen that. Yes, I've seen that happening around more and more.
Okay, so there's this guy that does these pizzas, and I showed you this about 4 or 5 months ago. Remember we had that guy, the Detroit style pizza with the puddles of pepperoni you were talking about. Yeah,
bird baths. Yeah.
We got another one last night, sushi, right? We go to this apartment complex. Lana finds this stuff, right? It's like a 2-week wait list you got to get on. And finally they get a slot for you, right?
Yeah.
And they call you up, we got a slot for you on Sunday. Pick up 3:30. So I go, all right, I got to go to this. I got to see what's going on.
Right.
So we pull up to this apartment complex with a gate. Lana says, we're here. And they're like, we're just putting the finishing touches on your order. Right?
Yeah.
Now I'm looking around. Cars are starting to pull up around me. So this guy comes out. It's about 15 minutes later. The guy comes out with, 4 bags. And I roll out the window. He goes, Johnson? I said, no. Lana? He goes, hold on one second. He goes, starts going, Johnson? He goes, yeah, right there. And he gives the bag to Johnson. There's another bag. And then he comes, Lana? Yeah. Enjoy. And you get the sushi, and it's like beautiful boxes, tied, nice, beautiful presentation.
Right.
And we take it home. Now, how do you feel about eating food that's coming out of somebody's home? Like,
right.
I don't know what's going on at restaurants as far as cleanliness, but I mean, someone's in their kitchen and they got the cat on the fucking counter and they're making you. Is this guy
safe? Is he a restaurant that's not open, so he's doing it from his house, or is he just a guy?
No, this is the sushi doesn't have a restaurant. I think she just loves making sushi, so she started this thing. The other guy lost his job and he started making pizza, and he starts doing it from his house. So
it's just
my question to you:
trust factor, bro. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You either, I don't know if I'm ready to do that yet, but that's why you have restaurants, because you got a guy who comes in, make sure you're not fucking with the food. But
right.
But I figure if they got cars of people out there getting this, and this has been going on for weeks, this guy's obviously in it to win it, man. He's probably got a nice, clean setup. It's probably,
probably. We're saying probably. That's the problem.
That's it. That's the best you're going to get. It's a pandemic, man. You're buying sushi off a dude in his apartment in L.A. I mean, just say it out loud, bro. What the it's a gamble.
Where are you getting the fish from?
And where are you keeping it inside? Like, you got a giant freezer in there, or maybe it's that fresh. Maybe it's that fresh. Maybe he's got a dude bringing it in.
Well, I'm eating this with Lana. I'm saying, actually, this works out from a waste perspective because they know how many people they're making for. It's not like a restaurant where you don't know who's coming in, right?
Yeah.
This is, they have a slot. They know what you're ordering, and they're making it to order. So it's not like they're buying an abundance of food and having to throw the rest out because they're buying for what they have on the books. Right?
Yeah, that's a good point, man.
Which works out for them, but I'm saying for us, if we got a complaint, they just don't pick up the phone. I mean, it's
yeah, that's it, man. They might even be working at a different apartment every other week, for all you know, like a meth lab or something. Just keep it moving. They got 6 locations. I mean, shit. Is it good? Was it good? I bet it was great.
It was good. It was good, but I think Lana gets sucked into this. The fact that it was hard to get a slot, the fact that we have to go in our car and pick it up, and it's like exclusive, right? And nobody's getting it. That factors into the taste with her. She'll go, "Oh my God, this is amazing." I go, "No, it's not." You think it's amazing because it took 4.5 weeks to get the damn thing.
Right.
All right.
That's what happens sometimes with those kind of food places, right? Like the umami burger. By the time I bit into that thing, I expected I expected to have an orgasm, to be honest with you. You know? Because you can't live up to what they say, right? Here you are 2 weeks in, the guy's walking around yelling Johnson. You're probably thinking, this shit's going to melt him out. It's going to be fucking Nobu on wheels right now.
That's what I told Lana, I go, for the amount of money we spent, I could have got Nobu.
Yeah. Oh, shit, man.
And it ain't even her coming. It's a female that makes the sushi. But I think it might be her husband or her boyfriend who comes down and delivers it to you.
She's got staff.
No, it's probably she started the business. The husband's like, don't do nothing. And she's like, well, go down and deliver it.
Right.
For me, it's like, all right, if you're doing this, come down. I want to see the chef. You know what I'm saying? Like, come down and tell it. This ain't like In and Out.
But this but it makes it more mysterious. The fact that you don't even get to see the master behind the sushi. You know, that's part of what Lana probably likes about it, right? I mean, if the woman's coming down,
it's a mystery. Yeah, it's a mystery.
Who's up there?
You don't even know who's making it.
For all you know,
up
it's
there?
an Italian guy named Sal. Right? Who knows who's making it?
Oh man.
Who's good hanging?
Yeah, that's all I got. I got the. Oh, go ahead.
Did your doctor get back to you if he's got the vax?
He's got nothing.
By the way, if he said, "Yeah, I got it," you and the fam can come down anytime you want. Don't you hit back with a text going, "You had it," and you're not texting me already, telling me that you had it, right?
Well, I think you got to ask. I mean, he's not going to say, he's not going to say, "I got it." I think you got to ask him. It's not like like this is something that he's probably getting calls left and right on.
But but I feel like if you got it, you got to pick and choose. It's almost like when a company gives you a couple tickets to a game to a client to keep them happy.
Yeah.
I feel like that. Like, hey, we got a couple of vaccines for you and your wife. Really appreciate you guys buying your Xerox copies off of us through the years. Right.
Yeah, thanks for your business. Here's some vaccine.
Thank you for your business, man. I appreciate the upper crust sending me the $25 condolence thing, but can you imagine if they mailed 3 fucking vaccines to the house? Sorry for your loss. Oh, what a nice touch that would be.
Oh, God.
Good hanging, bro. Needed this.
Good hanging. Get yourself some Viking.
All right, we'll do.
I'll talk to you next week. Thanks for listening to the Pete and Sebastian Show.
Hey guys, I just felt the need to come back on post-show and add, I know I thanked everyone on the air, but truly, I got to make it clear from the bottom of my heart, man, every single card, message, the flowers, I know I made fun of them, but all of it, it means the world to me. And I am a lucky guy to have the support of all of you guys. And all of it, I'm grateful for. Like I said, I know we're making fun of the flowers. The lily, by the way, the lily was from DJ Lou, the one that smelled like piss. So I feel I can make fun of that. But you guys are just the best. And I couldn't be any more grateful for all the support. And in closing, if you're not watching Animal Kingdom on Amazon Prime, then I don't know what you're doing. Amazon Prime, starring Ellen Barkin, 4 seasons. I'm wrapping up season 3. I try to let it last. It's so good. Do yourself a favor and check this shit out. See you next week.